Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this Sunday. During the course of the week, someone commented on the video I dropped on the GJ setup that I should make a video on 1 hour 9 a.m. candle. That's a CRC candle on 9 a.m. So, and I said I was going to drop it. I was planning to drop it today actually. So I'll actually make the video, a very short video, so that I won't waste much of your time. But I'm very sure it will actually go a long way in your trading career. Now, if you're familiar with CRT, I'm very sure you will know the 9 a.m. CRT candle model. And there are different approach to it. Actually, there are different approach to it. There are different traders that has their own perspective, or should I say, find an edge around it. There are some people that they will use the fair value gap immediately if fair value gap is created and it break. Some people will use that. There are people that will wait for 1 minute candle, 5 minute candle. So it all depends on how you understand it. So I'll just teach you the way I learned it and I understood it. So just come with me as we journey together in this 9 a.m. candle CRT model. Now these are the rules that you must follow. These are the rules I followed if I'm trading the CRT model. Actually, I don't trade it unlike before again. So you just need to discover what actually works for you. And this model is a very powerful model that people make money from. I'm telling you, if you can master just this, you will make your money in the market. So just know what works for you and build on it very well, and you have your way in the trading market. Number one thing we should do is to mark the high and the low. If you are with your journal, you can just pen it down. You mark the high and the low of the 8 a.m. candle. So after marking the high and the low of 8 a.m. candle, what we need to do is, so after marking the high and the low of the 8 a.m. candle, then you drop down to 5-minute time frame. And wait for price to sweep the high or low of the 8 a.m. candle. Take note of it. After dropping to 5-minute time frame, wait for price to sweep the high of the low of the 8 a.m. candle that you marked and close back inside the range. Now I'll show you everything on the chart. Then after that, you drop to 1 minute and look for a sweep of a swing high or a swing low. You must look for a sweep. So if you are looking for a sell, you must look for the sweep of the swing high and then a break to the supposed direction. It might be actually want to buy or you want to sell. So that's why I put the supposed direction there. And then you enter from the OB formed or a breaker or an A level. Now take note of this. You can just write this down in your note, and then I'll just show you the illustration on the chart so that you have a better understanding of it. And then take note of this, that the trend of the market is actually important to this model, because from my backtesting, from what I've learned so far from this model, the market direction is actually very, very important to this model. So let's just look for an 8 a.m. candle. Okay, what time is this? Okay, this. Okay, play it a little bit and see if there's an 8 a.m. candle. Okay, this is an 8 a.m. candle here. Please, let's do it together. Take note of the note I gave you. So we are going to follow the notes, exactly what is on the notes. And take note of this, that it's not all the time that this setup will come. You won't see it all the time. So if it is not there, it is not there. So anything aside these rules is invalid. It will invalidate the setup. Do you get it? It's not all the time that the setup will form, but whenever you see it, according to this principle that I followed, whenever I see it in the market, I just place my trade, and that's it. And it's not a very IRL trade, but there's a way I do mine, because I like targeting at least the minimum of 6 RR. Sometimes I target 25 RR. It all depends on you. It all depends on how you can manage your trade and actually what works for you. Do you get it? So just make sure that even after this video you back test and you work more on the strategy, on the model, so that you can have a better understanding and have your own edge built around it. So now, the first principle, the first thing we have to do is to mark the high and the low of the 8 a.m. Let's check. Let's double check if this is okay. This 8 a.m. candle. Now we've marked the high and we've marked the low of the 8 a.m. candle. Now the second step says we should drop to 5 minutes and wait for price to sweep the high or the low of the 8 a.m. candle and close back inside the range. Now let's go to 5-minute time frame. The 5-minute time frame. The 5-minute time frame. Now this is the 5-minute time frame. Can you see? Can you see? Are you with me? Yeah. So this is 5-minute time frame, and this is the high and this is the low. Can you see? This is the high and this is the low. So the structure said we should wait until the price sweep either the low of this or the high of this. So immediately price sweep give us a sweep, and then a close back inside this range, inside this candle, a close back inside that candle range. Then we move down to 1 minute to look for a sweep. Let's go back to a sweep. Let's follow it. Okay, now let's see what market would give us. Okay, now we have what? I think this is too fast. Now markets, we have a sweep here, and the markets close back inside this range. Now what we're going to do, go to 1 minute and look for a sweep of a swing guy. Now immediately price close back inside here. Yeah. On 5 minutes, you go to 1 minute time frame. These are 1 minute time frame now. Now this is swing that has been created, a swing low. Can you see? This is a swing low here. Now wait for price to sweep this low and give us another break to the upside. That's the supposed break there in the instruction. Now wait for price to sweep this low. After price sweep this low rather, then we'll look for a break to the upside, and then we'll take an entry from there. Now let's look for it. Wait for a sweep. Let's wait for a sweep. Now yes, we have a sweep now. Can you see? Now price swept this. We have a sweep here, and then a break to the upside. Now where do we have a break? We have our break here. This is where price break. We have our break here. Can you see? This place. We have our break here. So I'll mark this place. I'll be watching this side as an entry. Can you see? Now these are target. These are final target. But you always target your 50% first. This model. That's the rule. You have to target your 50% first before, and then you can later extend. After taking partials, you can now extend your TP to final TP. Do you get it? Now put my stop loss at this low. Can you see? And then my entry at that break. Now I told you that you enter from another block or a breaker or a level. Do you get it? Now this is an order block here. This whole candle here is another block. This black candle. So I just mark the break of it, where price actually break it, because a buy to sell candle is a resistance, while a sell to buy candle is a support. Do you get it? Now, so I mark the break of it, and this is the break of it. This is the break, because price actually broke this. Do you get it? So we expect price to come and retest it before going forward. Do you get it? Now, so this is a 10 RR trade. Now the 50% of it will be 5 RR. So our first target will be 5 RR. That's the 50% of this. Let me check where our 5 RR will be. That will be 50% of this. Okay, 5 RR. Okay, this 5 RR. So I'll just use this tool. Okay. So immediately price reach here, we'll take our partials. Then after taking our partial, and then we can lift the trade to what? To play out. So let's see what we have here. Price has created liquidity for the, okay, yeah, we are in this trade now. Okay, now you see immediately price reached the 50%. Now this is the reason why you just need to pay attention to this. Immediately price reached the 50%, you can see the price reverse. Can you see with that candlestick? Now with this long engulfing candle, now many will have feared that I think this trade is actually going against me. They will have closed. You get it? So that's why you just have to target the 50% of this of the range phase. So after targeting the 50% of the range phase, and then you can extend, then you take partials, and then you extend your what? You extend your TP. If price will actually reach here, we don't know. But if it reach, it's all good. It's all fine and good. Okay. Okay, now that's the final TP. That's the final. So that's it. That's the final TP. Can you see 10 hour trade? Almost 11 hour. That's 10.72. Almost 11 hour. Just following that simple step. Just following that simple step. Now let's look for another example again. Another example. Let's look for another example. Let me play the candle to another 8 a.m. candle. If you see another 8 a.m. candle, please let me know. 8 a.m. candle, 8 a.m. This one, this two, okay, this three. 8 a.m. candle. Okay. This 7, this 8, this 8, right? Okay. Now let's mark the high and the low of the candle. This is the 8 a.m. candle. We mark the high, right? We mark the low. I have to change this. Okay. Have it at the back of your mind that your first target is always what? The 50%. 50%. That's your first target. Now we have the high and the low of this 1 hour candle. Our second guideline says that we should go to 5 minutes and look for what? A break of the high or the low. Let's wait for price to break the high or the low and close back in. And close back in. Okay? Close back in. Price didn't close. Price didn't close back in. Oh. Price didn't close back in here. And then we are already at 10:30 has passed. 10:30 has passed. This passed. 10:30 has passed. Okay. Because all these things must play out between the 8 and 10:30. So price didn't close inside immediately after the breakout. So that means we are not having that type of trade here today. Okay, because if I actually play this trade and you discover that price actually went down, so that's one of the invalidations. So if price didn't close inside the range, you just know that we are not having any trade. So price must give you everything that was stated in our guideline. Everything that was stated. If price is not giving us anything that was stated here, we are not taking the trade. We were able to take this trade here because the price gave us everything. We marked the high and the low of the candle. We dropped down to 5 minutes and wait for price to sweep the high, and then the candle closed back in the range, and then we were able to drop down to 1 minute to look for a sweep of a swing high or a low, and then a break to the supposed direction, and then we enter. So price didn't give us in this case. Let's move for another 8 a.m. candle. All we just need to do is just to back test. If you want to learn more about this strategy, just back test it very well. Back test. I think this is an 8 a.m. Okay, this is an 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Okay, this is an 8 a.m. candle. This is an 8 a.m. candle. So this is where I do my own. This is where I treat this particular mode. So I will mark the high and the low of the 8 a.m. candle, right? Next thing is to go to 5 minute time frame. Now this is the 5 minute time frame. Now I'll look for a break, a sweep of this high or the low. Now let's look for a sweep of the high or the low and a close back in. Okay, now can you see? Can you see? We have a close back in, right, on the 5 minutes. You see, immediately price broke out. Can you see? It was around 9:45 to 950, the price broke out and closed back in, compared to the other one that we have here. Let me just see if I can show. Oh, it's fine. Compared to that one, price, it was around that 10:30 before price will come back. So that's one of the invalidations. So because we are dealing with time, it must be within that time that the price sweep the high. It must come back to the what? To the range of that candle, so that we have a good trade. And let's go to 1 minute time frame. And have a break and a sweep. Now, can you see? Now, what are we going to look for here? We're going to look for what? A sweep first in this 1 minute time frame. So we look for price to sweep in liquidity. After price sweep the liquidity, then we look for our entry. Now let's wait for price. We must look for a sweep first. Okay. Can you see now? Now you will discover here that this candle ranged. Can you see? It ranged, and the price swept the low of it. Can you see? This more like a CRT in CRT, and then this like there's an accumulation here. Immediately price accumulated here. Price swept the high of it and then tested this place. It did the key level here. This is a 1 minute E level. That's also a key level. Can you see? So now, after this sweep, because this is a sweep here. After this sweep now, we have a break to the downside, right? This is a break to the downside. Can you see? A break to the downside. And then I think I'm seeing a liquidity here. I'm seeing this as a liquidity. And then I'll put my entry on this A level. Can you see? Now I told us earlier on the principle, on the guidelines that I used. That's what I use personally. So and that's what I did. So this will be our final target, right? But always target what? The 50%. And our 50% will be what? Okay, this is also 10 RR. We target 5 RR. So our 50% will be 5 RR. Okay, this is our 50%. Our 50% will be 5 RR. So remember the logic. Mark on 1 hour time frame, we'll mark the high and the low of the 8 AM candle, and then after that we'll drop to 5 minute time frame to look for a close back in, a sweep of the high or the low, and then we wait for price to close back in immediately after that sweep. And then after price close back in on 5 minute time frame, we move down to 1 minute time frame to look for what? A sweep of a high or a low. Do you get it? Wait for a sweep of an high or a low, and then after that, after price make a sweep, and then price must break to the supposed direction. So that's what we've been doing. After price sweep or this accumulation stage, price actually accumulated here. Price was ranging, price swept it and then break. So that's what we're having here. Can you see it? So that's what we're having here. So price break it, and then we enter from what we can call it another block. If you want to commit another block, you can call it that. But if you want to use that another block, you have to mark this whole level. But because I always target high RR, so that's what I'm marking, and I trade Msnr. So that's what I'm marking what the resistance zone here. It's a resistance zone here. So a buy to sell candle is a resistance zone, while a sell to buy candle, this is a sell to buy candle. This is a support zone. Can you see? Price is reacting from there. Can you see? So it's a support zone that price is reacting from. Can you see? Okay, now, so this is where I'll place my trade, and I'll allow price to do its things. We're in this trade now. We're in this trade. So you can have another entry from here, because I'm seeing a sweep here. This is another sweep also. A sweep here. Can you see? I'm seeing a sweep and price break here at this particular place. So I will have put another entry here again at this particular place and target here again. Can you see? So you just have to be flexible. Okay, price already did take profit on this on these can you see that immediately price reached the 50%, price reversed immediately. Remember the first setup also, immediately price reached the 50% of it, price reversed immediately. You can see this is what, this 5 RR. No, there are some people that they target 1 to 1.5 RR. I don't do that. Honestly, I can't place a trade like that. That will be risking. I'll just be targeting 2 RR and 1.5 RR. No, I don't do that. So I target IRR. So that's why I have to refine this particular strategy in my own way. So this is how I trade this, and that's how I'm explaining it to you this way. I just hope you get it and understand it. Okay, so let's look for another trade. Now let's go to 1 hour again. This is how I trade this particular 9 AM candle. I just hope the person that actually asked me to make this video will get it very, very well. Okay, let me fasten it. I'm taking my time to explain better. I just hope you get it. It's very, very simple. Just follow the principle that guides it. 8 AM candle. Okay, this 6 AM, 7 AM. 8 AM candle, 6, 7. Okay, this is another 8 AM candle. Note, it will not happen every day. Take note of it. It won't happen every day. Every day is not Christmas. Do you get it? It won't happen every day. So, but whenever it happens in the market, just take your trade. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Make sure that all the criteria are met before you place your trade. Okay, this is 8 AM candle. Now, what we're going to do? Move to 5-minute time frame and wait for what the high or the low to be taken, and then price close back in. Okay. Now, can you see? Now the high of the candle was taken. Can you see? And then price close back in. What we're going to do? Go to 1-minute time frame. 1-minute time frame. Look for what's. Now wait for a sweep here and a break. Now let's wait for price to create an high and then sweep it. Okay, we've created an high here. Can you see? These are price already created and high here and a liquidity here to be swept. Now wait for price to sweep this liquidity. Immediately price sweep this liquidity. Can you see? Immediately price sweep this liquidity. Then we look for a break to the support side. Let's wait for price. Can you see? Price swept it. We haven't had a break. Okay, the price break here. Wait, let me see. Oh, price didn't break. It didn't break. Can you see? Price didn't break. Okay, let's wait for price. I love this. Let's wait for price. You just have to know what you are doing. Okay. I'm saying something here. Price created a liquidity here also. Can you see? It's a liquidity and it's an order block also. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I love this. Now this is a nice trade for us. Can you see? Now I'll mark this order block. This buy to second. Or let me just do it the normal way I used to do it. I'll mark the A level of it, like this. Okay, this is how I do my things. Can you see? Now we actually waited for many price swept here. We waited for price to break this structure with a body candle close. Price didn't break it. Price went higher. You get it? And then before coming down to come and break it here. Now this way we have the actual break here. Can you see? This way price actually break on 1-minute time frame. Can you see that this mode is actually interesting? This way I build an error around it. So I have to refine the mode. This is not the way I state actually taught us the sweep and break. I actually do my own sweep and break around it. I actually find my own aid around it. So you can just, if this actually works for you, you can just copy it and then can make use of it. But if you can build your own age to around it, you can make a research on it, study more about it, and look for other things that are working that probably I might not see. Do you get it? So these are things that you can do as a trader. So you can just look for what actually works for you. So since I have a liquidity very close to this, so I will be taking my trade from there. Note our target is always what, the 50% first, and then before extending our TP. So the first time I actually see this strategy, I don't know, the strategy is a very good strategy, but the risk reward is very, very small. So I have to like look for a way around it to increase the target. So that's why you can see I always target the minimum of this R. So this is where we'll be placing our trade on the line. I don't know why this thing is not staying on the line. So our stop loss will be above this high because we don't know, price might actually sweep this and then come and test this A level before going down. So let's see what price will do. Okay, price actually tapped us. It tapped us. Yeah. No, I don't know why this thing is not staying on that black line. Price tapped us. I don't know why it's not staying on the black line. Let me to beg it. It's not staying on the black line. I don't know. But price actually tapped us on that black line that I marked. So our trade actually picked from there. I don't know why this thing is not staying there. Okay, let me just leave it. But we know price tag doesn't. So at the 50%, we have to, okay, I think price have already reached the 50% here. Okay, this is more than even the 50%. So always have it at the back of your mind that immediately price reach 50% of your target, you have to close the trade. Can you see? Now we have our trade now. Can you sweep and nice, sweep and nice, very sweet and nice. Yeah, very sweet and nice. So this is what we can do on daily basis. It doesn't actually work every time, but whenever it works, just know that it will actually be a good trade to take. I'm coming. Let me try. I don't know why this thing is not staying on that place. Is it because of the magnitude? I don't know. Okay. I don't know. It's still not staying there. But we can actually see that it tapped the teeth, right? Rather, it actually tapped the line that I marked, and then we are in the trade. We're in the 6-hour trade, and that's it. So you can just backtest and study more. At least with this example, I think you are good to go. So with the analysis I give to you, that's the way I trade it. This particular month, that's the way I trade it. That's the way I trade it personally. That's the way I trade it. So apart from what I learned, I build edge around it, and this is what I come out with. So I look for a sweep and a break, and then I place my trade. So you can just follow the guidelines that I give you. You have to write it down somewhere so that whenever you are trading, you are trying out the strategy, try it first. Don't place it on a live account. You can place it on a demo account and see how price actually react to it. If how price actually reacting to it. So because it's not every day that price will give you that particular price action. Do you get it? Because it's not every day. So you have to have it at the back of your mind, and then have it at the back of your mind that you are targeting the 50% first before extending your TPs to the final target. Thank you for staying with me for this time. So I'll be dropping the weekly bias probably tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll be dropping because I always like to see the Monday candle to close first before actually doing my bias for the week. So you can just share and like this video and comment, and if you want another video to be made on any other topic that you do not understand, I can just make it as I do this one also. So thank you. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, you can please do so. Thank you very much.